December 25th, Christmas, that's his name, and little Jimmy played the dreidel, that was his game. And even though Kwanzaa might have been forgotten, don't worry guys, Santa has gotten... let's just quit the whole rhyming thing. Soul, it's a good movie, it's good. I gotta admit, I was actually kind of surprised that this thing was on Disney Plus for free. I mean, like, Mulan was $30, and listen, man, it didn't really deserve that $30. Although I'll admit, all the other decisions that this billion-dollar corporation had made were pretty solid. I mean, seeing Clone Wars come back again for another season was pretty solid, and seeing Ahsoka and Maul fight was pretty cool. And without Disney Plus, I wouldn't have found one of the best musicals of all time, which anybody, and I mean anybody, everyone should watch, which is really good. And also doing the impossible is watching Phineas and Ferb coming back for another movie was honestly, it was amazing to watch and see them come back for another one. Now, before going into this, I was kind of thinking that Disney was going to be, Disney and have the black character be in like another body and not being black the whole movie. But I was actually kind of surprised what they did with it, with Joe Gardner actually being both in and out of the soul world. Because I mean, like, just seeing like how he lived his life through flashbacks was honestly pretty cool to see. Although there weren't that many of them, which would have been cool to see. We only see like one real one in the beginning with him at the jazz club, and some later on, which were just like in a montage, but it was still really cool. And just watching him talk to the people at the barber shop and all that stuff was actually pretty cool to see represented in the time that we live in today, especially for someone like me being African American. One thing that really interested me was the animation of how they stepped up so far from like 25, 30 years ago. Because, like, just seeing, like, the new technology that they use for, like, the Jerry's, I believe it is, of how they use, like, 2D as, like, a 3D thing. And also the way, I can't really describe the scene, but, like, Joe Gardner goes into this trippy scene of how he goes to the Great Before, which is really, really awesome.
Wait till you see the... No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head.
And I'll admit there's only like one real problem with the movie, and that's the whole Freaky Friday thing. Because instead of staying in the soul world for the whole time, 22 and Joe go into the real world, but this time they're switched bodies. And I mean, like, it's not bad. It's not good. But I don't know, it's just like the Pixar thing where they need to have something wacky to go on and happen, which is fine, but, for something like this, for the thing that they're trying to go with, I would have done something better with it. Because whenever I watch those scenes with him and his mom or him at the barbershop, just really made me think about how better it could have been if it wasn't the whole Freaky Friday situation, and what if 22 had observed how it would have been with him in the real world. But, what are you going to do? You can't change it.
They're sweet.
What is it?
151,000 souls going to the great beyond every day, and I count every single one of them. The count's off.
Pop me back for some bull.
But one thing that I really wouldn't change in this movie is Jerry, I don't know, the short little antagonist. Because, like, with most Pixar films, they have, like, a main villain. Or at least now they're trying to make them feel bad for you now. Because I remember they had the one girl from Incredibles 2. Her parents died, so you feel bad for them. Gabby, she never had a kid, feel bad for her. And this one, she's just like a person just trying to do her job, which I thought was pretty funny. And also another thing I really liked about the movie was the music that they had in it. I'm not really a big music fan. I only really like musicals because of how fun they are, but whenever they played, I really, really got into it, of how Joe really put his feelings and heart into it when he showed how much he really cared about it, which is honestly pretty cool to see. like how they put music into the movie.
With tons of soul, but I can jam with you.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna be my last thing to say. I just want to say, who is Lisa? There has been 2 mentions in the movie about a girl named Lisa that he's in love with, and I swear they never address her or bring her up. I thought that she would be in the final part of it at the jazz club scene, but no, she's never mentioned or brought up again. I mean, who is she? I don't know who she is. I am wondering who. Like, someone tell me. If someone has info, please tell me. So in conclusion, this movie is a bop and a fucking banger, because this has to be a new evolution for Pixar. So I would give it a Soul out of 10. Wait, no. I mean 8.5 out of 10. So please, if you like what you see, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And make sure you have a happy holidays. See you later.